The Arosa podcast is brought to you by Triumph Protective Coatings, which is a flooring company specializing in concrete polish, epoxy flooring systems, micro cement, and self leveling concrete. They speak Spanish and they offer awesome, awesome customer service. And you could reach them on Instagram, Triumph underscore coatings, looking them up on Facebook, Triumph Protective Coatings. You can email them, triumphprotectivecoatings at gmail.com. You can call them or text them at 666-436-4702. And if you use promo code ARROWSUP, you get 15% off on your next flooring project. So reach out to them and they will take care of all your flooring needs. Bonus episode of the Arrows Up podcast with David. We talk about Canelo. We do just what's going on with him and just how the conversation is shifting from the fights and the money that Canelo's now asking for. So we talk about all that, and then we get into House of Dragon, just the dud of a season that we just had. So we get into all of it with David, and as always, the final thought. So fun episode, bonus episode, just for you, just to show you we're back this week. So here we go.
Oh, it's another day,
Yeah, that's how the calendar works. Is that a saying you have? Another day?
No, just something. Typically, someone follows up with like another dollar, and I'm like, yeah, that's how that goes,
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we doing? Let's do some Canelo, right? Just a little bit.
Uh,
Definitely some House of the Dragon. We got to go off. We got to
well, what about Canelo?
like the turkey stuff. Like screw that guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could.
I don't know. I thought we were feeling good the other day. We were like, yo, like we're fired up, even though it's not like a good
No,
fight.
no,
But we were just
yeah,
like,
but I think it was more, well, at least for me, it was more of a feeling good about Canelo. Um, but then as I thought about it, I'm like, okay, but you're still fighting Berlanga.
yeah.
What you're saying and what you're actually doing are two very different things. And
Are they though? I feel like they can
they
both.
are, yes,
They
yeah.
don't. They don't have to be exclusive though. Like he can still like have that aura about the checks,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, you know what I mean? It'd be one thing if he was going around right now saying like, "Yo, like I back down from nobody." Blah. Like he's not in that era anymore. You know?
But he's calling the Crawford fight easy. He's calling the Benavidez fight easy. And it's okay, well, if it's that easy, then let's see it. So I think from that standpoint, I'm like, well, I don't know, like it does seem like all this is a money grab. And he hasn't explained why he wants that much money for Benavidez. Because he says he wants minimum of 200 to fight Benavidez, and he'll take 150 to fight Crawford. But he hasn't said why. He hasn't said like This is why I'll take less to fight Crawford. So,
He needs to explain that.
well, why 200 million?
Okay, those two fights, as like, yeah, he could say the butt fight's easy, but those two are like the top two fights that people want to see
Uh-huh.
from him.
Yeah.
So he's definitely within his right to name his price. He's like, yo, oh, those are the two fights that you guys want, and anything else is baloney. He's all right, cool. These are my prices. Boom. We've seen fighters do that. They've been doing that forever. So it's like, all right. And the Bud one, he takes less because that one on paper is a lot more risk for him to fight the smaller guy. He doesn't get much out of it. And it's just like not really interesting, I guess. I would think that's why the Bud fight he would take less for that because it's like, oh well, it's especially after a lot the weekend's performance too, where it's like, he's not that transcendent as far as like weight classes.
Hmm.
So he's like, I'll take a little less for that one. But those are the two fights that people want to see. Anything else would be like, you know, you and I would not be happy with any other opponents.
I know, but it just doesn't seem because to fight Benavides, he to get the two at least 200, he has to sell like 2 million pay-per-views. I think that fight sells 2 million pay-per-views. So
Maybe.
it's just you don't think it sells 2 million pay-per-views?
Mm, I don't know. I don't think the math is mathing. Benavides is not a draw.
No, but Benavides is getting the casual fan excited about Canelo fighting him. Like you're getting casual boxing fans who are like, "Oh yeah, well he's scared of Benavides." Dudes who have never even seen Benavides fight are saying Canelo should fight Benavides. So he may not have the draw of
The draw that actually matters, the one on paper.
well, no, but I think people would be moved to watch that fight. He has more draw than Berlanga. He has more draw than Jaime Munguia.
Maybe by a little bit.
No,
Bro,
come
we've seen the
on.
numbers. Come on, really we're doing this. We're discussing his draw, which with the metrics that we have available.
I know, but it's also who you fight. Canelo hasn't had like an awesome pay-per-view number in a while either. Like we can't like
Yeah, but they're still decent. And Benavides by himself. If you're gonna tell me you're a draw, it's like,
it's not
bro, can
face
you
of
at least break?
boxing percent
Can
is
you at
not
least break like 500,000 buys, like for your? And it's like so.
I don't know. To me that there's a and you might be right. It's probably those two things aren't mutually exclusive, but
And the thing too, because you said, oh, he needs this many buys. No, he doesn't. The turkey guy, he flaunts how much money he has.
no,
He
I'm
could
saying
sell, he could
no,
sell a million, like 1.2 million buys, and it's like, bro, Turkey can still cover that check.
no.
Like,
I'm not saying he needs it. I'm just saying if we want to go by the traditional numbers, right? If we're going by traditional numbers to get to $200 million just for the fight itself, you sell 2 million pay-per-views. You can sell 2 million pay-per-views, you get to um 250 million. That's just on pay-per-view. That's not counting sponsorships, that's not counting the gate, that's not counting merch, that's not counting anything else. That's just the TV money. So right there alone, you're getting 250. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the he needs whatever, but if you're gonna make a fight with Benavides, you can the numbers are there for you to get to the number. But it does seem like he wants to make a guaranteed 200, 250, but up to like 300. Which whatever, it's his prerogative. If someone's going to give you that check, by all means go cash it. But I'm just talking about the boxer here. I'm just saying if you're going to call these fights easy, if you're going to say if they give me the money right now, I beat them easy because that's what he's been saying. If they're that easy, why are your demands so high? That's all I'm asking. That's all.
Didn't Floyd do this? You're a big Floyd guy. Didn't Floyd do this?
With who?
Pacquiao, 360 million?
Yeah,
Waited 5 years to fight him?
but Floyd wasn't. Floyd was never
And
like.
Floyd was saying easy work with everybody, with the universe. Easy
I know,
work,
but
light
but
work.
Floyd never put out an actual price to fight Pacquiao. At least not that I can remember. Floyd never
Wow.
actually said, "I need X amount to fight Pacquiao." That I can remember.
The dude's fighting name is money, bro. Really? Come on.
Yeah, but it
We should
doesn't.
Canelo do bro, do it. Get it. When it happens, if it happens, I'll be there. Like you will
Again,
too. So
I
it's
I
like
have I have no qualms about Canelo making money. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the what you're saying and what you're doing doesn't make any sense to me. There's a disconnect.
we can make the same argument about Mayweather though.
No, because Mayweather made it about money, we always knew what it was about. You get what I'm saying? Like Floyd Floyd never hid the fact that he was fighting exclusively for the money, that he was picking guys that were right for the money. Now, if Canelo's going that route, if Canelo's going to do that, then it's different.
I thought we'd come to that conclusion though. That's what I'm saying. Like I said in the chat, I think we've seen in the past pod, we've seen the best of Canelo fighting legacy
We're
fights.
not, so we're not getting the Benavidez fight. You don't think, or the Crawford fight? Although
If
the
we do, it
Crawford
has to
fight
be
is
if
not
Tracy's
good.
like, you know what, dang, I'll cave. Let's make and it will be bro, I would like bet my right arm that if the Benavidez fight does happen, that will be his last high level risky fight.
Yeah, I'm with
And
you.
that
I'm with you.
yeah.
I think to me
And
because
this but what I'm saying is if this is the route he's going,
Mhm.
I'm cool with it. I don't need him to do the full Floyd and be like, I'm about the money because he's already earned the right to be the guy that's all about the money right now. He's already fought the hard guys.
I know,
So if he
but
is going that route, I'm like, all right, bro, cool. I've had my great moments watching you fight tough guys,
yeah,
and it's like, okay, like cool.
no, no, agreed, and I'm good with that. But I would rather have the packaging of it's all about the money. To be honest with you,
But okay, at this point, he is though, right? He's doing interviews talking about how he gets a piece of the freaking soda you buy at the arenas.
yeah,
He's
but
all about the
but
money
he's
now.
also talking about how he still wants to be great, and he still wants to do this, and he still wants to do that. So and it's okay, but you haven't actually got a knockout in a while. You've not.
Oh, don't be that guy. Don't
No,
do
but
that.
I'm saying that there is a difference. There is a difference between Canelo 4 years ago and Canelo now. There is a difference.
Yeah, but bro, you sound like the Canelo haters on Twitter right now.
No,
Pulling that
no,
card,
no,
bro.
no. I will not be accused of that.
That's what I see those guys saying. Like according to boxing, oh, Canelo hasn't had a knockout in this man. We're like, okay, yeah, on paper, a fight that ended a knockout, sure, but he's dropped guys, so it's like, come
Yes,
on.
but
They're making it
Pacquiao,
sound like it's like a snooze fest every time you watch Canelo fight, and that's not the case.
you need to listen to what I'm saying. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I think we should be able to both be critical and supportive of Canelo. If we're gonna just sit here and act like everything is cool and everything is the way it should be, then we're having a then we're wrong. The thing with Canelo is he is an all-time great. He is, by my estimation, the greatest Mexican boxer of all time. But it is now a different era. It's now a different time where it's no longer about daring to be great. It's no longer about legacy anymore. Because the way Canelo's conducting business now, he's conducting it as someone who his legacy is already cemented, which I would agree. I 100% agree. So if your legacy is cemented, like you think it is, like I think it is, like Canelo thinks it is, then and we're moving into the money side of it, the money part of the the career. And that's cool. But I think we should be able to acknowledge that. We should be able to criticize it too, the same way we criticized it for Mayweather, where we were like, "Oh, bro, you're fighting Berto, or you're fighting Maidana again," and they were all for the money. They presented the right amount of money for the right amount of risk, and that's what the Mujia fight was. That's what the the Berlanga fight was. That was what um the dude he fought in Guadalajara. That's what that fight was. So, and I think and that's okay. We gotta call that. But the last fight he fought, where it was like, okay, this is for like not glory, but this is for still the advancement of legacy, was probably Caleb Plant, right? Because that's he took his belt. So since Caleb Plant, it's been a shift in business for Canelo. That's all I'm saying. And
Or
so
Bivol, wasn't the Bivol fight after Plant? It was Bivol. He was already undisputed when he fought Bivol.
so the Bill so okay, so Bibble was the last fight he had. Yeah, because then he fought Golovkin after Bibble.
Yeah.
The Bibble fight was the last fight he had under that mantra, and then after that it shifted. And so that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm presenting to the table. Um, but the interviews have been awesome. The interviews, he definitely has the PR already down, the conversation down to kind of like lead a fight, lead a conversation, do a 20-minute interview, and get you all excited and riled up. So he has that, and that's awesome. But also that leads to the money side, because that just makes you more money. You're on Sway in the morning and you're able to talk to him in English, and people are like, "Oh, dude, like that's this is connecting right here. This is good." Because you're getting to an audience that probably would have never even heard what Canelo looks like, what Canelo sounds like, and how they do, and maybe some of them buy that pay-per-view now.
You don't think if he went the full money route, like we're saying it's all about money, he'd get even more hate, especially since people already have that notion of him?
Yeah, but that was the like the what was almost genius level for what Floyd did is you had people tuning in just to see him lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if he goes that route where people start hating him because it's all about the money, it's like I want to see him lose, and then you don't, and it's like no, this guy would beat him, and then this guy would beat him, and then this guy would beat him. As a Canelo fan, I would love it. It'd be amazing. I mean, I cheered for Floyd, so I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that business model. I have no problem with like it's all about the money. One of the things we say on this
Yeah, but
podcast,
I
it's
think
all
I
about
think he as a Mexican fighter, like we just don't move like that. Like I don't think most Mexican guys are cool with that, and so I don't know.
yeah, but this is
Because even now, when talking about legacy and like the career fights and all that,
Mhm.
the haters are always like, "Oh, he's arrogant, he's this, he's that." And I feel like if he were to go full send the money, it's like, "Oh, bro," people would be like, "Ah, I told you. See, this guy doesn't even really care about. He's for himself." I don't. I think he. I don't think Canelo's on the inside like built like that for the whole
But
full
isn't
send.
but isn't this isn't that what he's doing?
Yeah, but he's like on what I'm saying is like the narrative. He's not comfortable with that narrative of fully going the money route.
Yeah. I guess I'd rather him go the money route than this route because then at least it makes sense. That's how I'm defending Canelo now, by the way. I am accepting that this is his what he's doing, and I'm cool with it. I'm good with it. He has nothing to prove to anybody. Um, and Crawford clearly wants to fight Canelo for payday. Clearly, Benavidez clearly wants to fight Canelo for the payday. Clearly. So if you're looking at Canelo for payday, he should look for you for a payday. And I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with that because he's been getting used for people's paydays for a long time now. So if you're gonna use him for a payday, I have no problem with him being like, all right, cool. Like I give you payday, but you gotta give me a payday too. So to me, like I'm good with that. I'm cool with him asking for all this because he's the face of boxing. He should be able to call his price. He should be able to do that.
Yeah, but then you said you wanted to explain why, and I'm like, I don't care. He can ask for whatever he wants.
I just don't know why. I I want to know why as a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to know like okay, but why that number? How'd you get there? Like is it the weight? Like if you're to say, look, I want to fight, I want 200 million because he's gonna show up at 200 pounds the day of fight night. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Like it doesn't even have to be that deep, but it's just like, hey, he's a natural 175 pounder. He might be more, but he's at least a natural more natural 175 than 168. He's going to be significantly outweighing me the day of the fight. I'll still beat him, still not a problem. We're still good, but that presents a different level of risk. And like I've said with Crawford, there's weight limits for a reason. That's why I don't think the Crawford fight should happen. But this is why I want 200 million. If we were to say something like that, I would be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Hasn't
100%.
he said that though? In essence, he has brought up the weight.
Yeah, but then he kind of is like, yeah, but that's not the reason. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll say that and then
Come on, Jer- we know, we know. Come on,
I just want to hear it. Can I hear it from the horse's mouth? I just want to hear it. That's it. I just want to hear it.
Canelo. I don't need to hear it, bro. You do you, bro. He
Yeah.
said it without saying it. He said it. Yeah, I'm like, bro. Okay, yeah.
Okay. I just want to hear it. I just want to hear it and I want to hear him stand on it. And he hasn't done that. You can say whatever you want. He hasn't stood on it. Right? He hasn't stood on it. That's all I'm saying. So if that's gonna be the
He's been
reason,
standing out since he was 15, bro. I let him slide this one time. That's what I'm saying. Like,
oh,
come
come
on,
on.
like,
What are you talking about?
like you said, he's been fighting these guys. Come on, he's a boy. Like,
I know you see, but you keep going back to Canelo legacy. I'm talking about Canelo right here, right now. I'm not talking about legacy.
as you say, context matters. The whole enchilada matters, bro. Everything.
I know, but in this context, his legacy doesn't matter.
Also, I will say this too. Him fighting all these young guys
Uh-huh.
and them not being good fights.
Yeah.
That's on those young guys. Those guys suck.
I'm
Those
not
guys are hype jobs.
I'm not
And
blaming him
so,
for it.
yeah, no, because no, but I know, but people are always like, people always want to point out how underqualified these guys are, and I'm like, they're in their primes, bro. Munguia was in his prime,
Hmm.
Charlo, all
Right.
these dudes. And
Yeah.
if you look at like Chavez De La Hoya, all these young guys that fought young lions, it's like, bro, like, man, a 23-year-old Canelo against Floyd, as bad as it went, the prospect was more dangerous than the hype around Berlanga or Munguia. It's like, oh, like, and that, bro, that's Canelo's fighting who's available, bro.
100%.
So those guys gotta like, bro, you're 26.
100%. It
You
was
know,
That was my criticism, and I'm not gonna bring it up, but that was my criticism of you know who. When it was like, oh, he's showcase fight. And I was like, showcase fight. How old is he? But
that's different. That's come on, bro.
nah. That's different. That's different. What are we doing? What are we talking about? That's different. How is that different? What do you mean? That's different?
Yeah,
I don't know, man. You get up to your mid 20s, late 20s, and you're still doing showcase fights. It might be time to hang it up. No? What? You're going against the history of come on.
that's apples and oranges. That's apples and oranges.
I think you're too close to the situation.
Not at all, actually. No,
How is that apples and oranges? How's that
we're
different?
discussing we're discussing guys that want to be in that limelight and want to be superstars, and um, I'm assuming pound for pound guys, great guys and pros, and then someone who is a pro, but that's not exactly their end all be all. That's not the only vehicle, only platform.
So it's just and I'm not trying to be funny or anything. Hobby? Is that what it is?
Sure, nothing wrong with that. But, like, okay, like me with music right now, not to say that it's a hobby, but it's like, bro, I'm not out here like in these other spaces like trying to be like okay, like streaming all the time on Spotify. It's like, oh, I'm trying to do my thing, trying to advance, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like we're talking about guys that are fighting Canelo, the face of boxing, and someone who also goes to school, has hustles outside of it. There are plenty of guys like that throughout history that were pro boxers, and you know, they're not chasing glory. They're not out there trying to be like, you know, top guys. Because as we know, like there are different levels to, or some guys have extra gears to shift to, and when you realize you don't, but you can still stay in the game, you take advantage of it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's what I mean.
gotcha.
They're in two very different places.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Um, I disagree, but sounds good. Um, we have Canelo defending Caleb Plant. It seems like Canelo likes Caleb Plant after the fight, huh? Like he's after he fought
Don't
him.
we all? Don't we all?
I don't know
I
if,
think.
yeah, but Canelo specifically, because Canelo doesn't necessarily like become buddy buddy with somebody, but it does seem like Caleb Plant like kind of earned his respect.
Yeah, I think with all of us, like I remember
No, no,
when he
for sure,
fought
but
Benavidez, we were like,
I'm saying like Canelo specifically, because I haven't seen Canelo do this with somebody he's fought before. At least not that I can remember.
yeah,
Maybe it's happened, but um, when he's like, "You don't have the IQ of Caleb Plant," and I was like, "Oh, dang! Like that's a that's flowers right there. He's giving Caleb Plant his flowers."
hmm
I was like, I got you, buddy. I'm gonna do it for you."
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Caleb's like except for, I mean, I don't know, even then, most of the dudes he's fought, like it's all bark, no bite, and after they
Yeah.
fight Canelo, they kind of just fade into the abyss.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's the one guy that still kept it moving and trying to do stuff after he fought Canelo.
Right.
Like he still had that big knockout against Darrell. He fought Benavidez, looked good against Benavidez.
Hmm.
Still active, still at fights, still trying to promote himself, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas, bro, Saunders over here like puffing up like Maidana, like after he got the Mayweather check, you know. Or so like yeah, yeah he's kind of different. It's almost like old school boxing. Like he lost the fight, but he's still like, oh, I'm still out here like progressing. I still want to try to be the best I can be and get big fights.
You know
And
what's crazy when he's slapped the Charlo brother and that nothing came of that?
yeah,
Like you gotta think, where someone who talks a lot of crap, you would think somebody slaps you like, nah, bro,
oh yeah, yeah, and
we
those
gotta
guys are not like they're the total opposite of what I'm talking about.
oh,
Charlos, like it's just oh,
yeah.
dude. You get the Canelo payday and like 154 is like an open division. No, who can come over and just like just you got Bud walking in from welterweight, Fundora, Virgil Ortiz is out a huge name 154. And it's like, hey, weren't you the top guy, undisputed? Like, what the hell happened here? Like, so
Are you high on Virgil Ortiz?
no, mainly because of the health stuff. So it's kind of like it's like, oh, like is there?
Yeah.
I don't trust it because he made so many fights where the fights were gonna happen, and then like a month before, boom, he's in the hospital, and I'm like, should this guy be fighting? Should he be like?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
do like him though. I like his style. I think if he's at 154, like he can make some things happen. If Bud isn't there at this age,
Yeah.
like I like him against like Tim Tszyu or like Fundora or like even the Charlos at some point. But with the health stuff, I'm like I don't know if you're gonna show up on fight night.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So
I wish I would like Virgil. Like I want to like him, but then it's like I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to support him wholeheartedly, but then I'm like, you're
what
not,
do you mean? Why can't you?
because it's like I feel like you would get beat once. I feel like he's one of those dudes that he fights all the average to below average guys, looks really good, and then he fights somebody at his skill level, and then it's over. Like
Oh, okay.
it's a lot like what was his name? A lot like Robert Garcia's brother was Frankie? No,
Oh, Mikey,
Mikey Garcia.
Mikey.
It's a lot like Mikey Garcia. I loved Mikey Garcia. Loved him. But anytime he fought somebody that was like at his level or above, he was like exposed. And it's like, I guess like you're cool, you're nice, but you're not that nice. You know? Like it,
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah,
so Virgil, and again, it's not, I do support them, I do watch their fights, whatever, but there's levels to like the support, there's levels to like
the all inness,
yeah,
like
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, because you can't be all in on a guy and then it's like, oh yeah, he's never actually fought for anything really significant in the sport. Because then it's like, okay, like I wish we could take like Mikey's or Virgil's like work ethic and their mentality and give them Ryan Garcia's skills.
natural abilities and skills.
Then we would have something, you know,
Yeah, no, that would be
and give Ryan Garcia the skills of a Virgil or
like a Rolly. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah. Give them those skills, and then
just watch him right off into the sunset with
Ryan
his
Garcia would be
insanity.
the greatest YouTube boxer of all time. We would have like five Jake Paul versus Ryan Garcia fights.
Oh my god.
The trilogy.
Yeah, shout out to Trevor. Dang. Dude.
um, can we talk about this news fest that was House of Dragon?
Oh,
Like, what the hell was that, bro?
dude, bro. Someone tweeted, and I was like, I was the Leo DiCaprio me. I was pointing. I was like, oh yeah, I see that. That was me.
Yeah.
So they were like,
Hey.
you know, your episode is trash
Mm-hmm.
if you have to pause or at least click on the the screen or whatever to
Mm-hmm.
see how much time you have left to see if something exciting is going to happen. And with this one, I paused like at two, three different times, but within the first 10 minutes, because I saw how long it was, I was like, okay, it's about like an hour plus, hour 10 maybe. And 10 minutes in, I paused and I was like, wait, how long is this episode again? And I saw the time remaining, and I was like, okay, good. We got a nice cushy like chunk left. This is gonna be
Yeah.
great.
Like, there's enough
I'm
time
there
for
with
it
like,
to actually happen.
yeah, yeah. And then we got to the point where I was like, all right, nothing's happened yet. And I'm just okay. And then I clicked again. And I'm like, bro, we got 20 minutes left in the show. What is going on?
Yeah.
Who like why? Why? Really? Nothing? We're not any kind of battle?
Mm-hmm.
I think we got one battle the whole season. One battle, which was great. Episode 4 was fantastic. But yeah, that sucked, man.
Yeah, it just felt
You
like
could have fit all the activity from this entire season in 3 or 4 episodes because some of them were filler to the max.
yeah, it just felt very like we could have had. It felt like this was a like I told you this was like a long trailer for
Trailer.
season three,
Yeah.
and that's what it felt like. And I was just like, what was the point of this season then? Like to set up all these things that eventually, because even like they show Otto, he's like in like some weird like,
He's locked up somewhere, I think. Yeah.
and I had this not been the honestly, I didn't even flinch when I saw that because I was like, hey, it's not, like I won't
They're like,
know.
I'm checked out. We were already checked out until 2026. We're like, they just
Exactly. It was one of those like, dude, I'm not even getting to get to know how he got there, what happened until 2026 anyway. So I'm
yeah.
not even gonna like get
You're not
involved.
even gonna get a reaction out of me. You're like,
Yeah, just like,
okay.
all right, cool. We'll see where he was at 2 years from
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong,
Hmm.
because people are bringing this up, and I'm like, yes, 100%. They did a great job doing this and this. Lots of character development, lots of stuff where you see the
Much of
vibe
it.
shift with like, and it's like, okay, cool, I get that, but it's like you got to have a balance. So Damon being in Harrenhal, the bro, I'm so high. I was so hyped on season one, Damon. I was like, dude, this guy's gonna be like
Mm.
cutting off heads and like going into battle on his dragon.
Hmm.
And I'm like, great, sign me up. And then so him with Rhaenyra at the end, like, okay, cool, great. He's like all those visions, the the last song, A Song of Ice and Fire vision was great. Cool. Yeah, we see Daenerys, we saw the dragons, the White Walkers.
Yeah.
Cool. It does suck that we know that it's not going to go anywhere. That Bran's going to end up on the freaking throne. So it's like, like cool, okay. Um, but
Yeah.
it's like, could we at least have gotten one battle with Dane? Would one have cost you too much? We didn't get one anything. He was shacked up there like just. I'm like, and then I really like Cole's little thing at the end where he's just like, dude, he's like it. He basically gave the like we are but like specks of dust
Yeah.
because the dragons are gonna go at it now, and he's like and he's also like I've also broken my oath, like I've done terrible things several times over.
Yeah. When
Why do I even bother to go on? Like I'm just like, dang,
Allison's
oh
brother,
boy,
right? It was Allison's
yeah,
brother.
yeah, Gwen, yeah.
And
And I knew that that's what that scene's gonna be about. When I saw the little clip for the
yeah.
finale, and I saw Gwen with a sword. I was like, oh, he's gonna find out that he smashed and cheeks with his sister, and he's pissed about it. He's gonna be like, bro, like you have an oath. What are you doing? And that's my sister. I knew right away. So when he was sitting there, he's like, yeah, like I was like, okay, I was right.
It's like I can send you
To the wall,
to the
like
wall, and Cole's is like, do it, bro. Like whatever it is.
Cole's like, Cole's like, it'd be better than death that
Yeah,
I've been spared from twice. And he
yeah,
was like, one by your sister. Like she. I think he's talking about the scene when he was gonna kill himself,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
he's like, yeah, and it's like, so he's like, yeah, fine. Well, wall will be better than what I had in plan for myself. And I was like, but then again, I'm like, we couldn't get one battle, one more, and
yeah.
they glossed over that battle in the when the two little clans were like squabbling at the beginning of the episode. They just they showed us the aftermath, and I'm like, are we a joke to you, the viewers? Like what? So
Yeah, it's
someone said they could have ended the season with the the last scene from the last episode where Rhaenyra had all the dragons. They're
mm,
like, you could have at least left it on a high note where like Vagar's running away, but this last one was just like, dude.
yeah.
So Aegon's leaving, which I'm like, okay,
And then Alice, what's his name? Aegon's wife turned out to be the
oh Helena,
yeah, where she was like, wait, were you the one that was talking to Damon this entire time? You know, because when she like comes out and all that.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and then
or her telling Aemon, she's like, I know you're the one. I know that you did what you did to
yeah,
Aegon.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know it wasn't. So she's. I think she's like. I think she's getting better at interpreting her visions.
yeah, she shook him, yo.
Yeah, because he was like, no, no, I did it," and she's like, "I saw it. I've seen it." And she's like, "You're gonna die doing this," and he was like, ah. So, so that was cool, but come on, man.
Are we sure that the witch at
Harrenhal, yeah,
Harrenhal, isn't a witch that only Damon can see? Because I was watching where she's talking to him, and then the old dude comes in,
yeah,
and then like he looks over to like where like, and so the witch kind of like walks and she like disappears into like the wall,
yeah.
and the old guy just like looks over to where she was like standing, like, what the hell are you? Who are the hell are you? Who are you talking to, dude?
I think they know she exists, but I don't know if they know she's a witch because I thought that too in the earlier episodes. I was like, maybe he's the only one that can see her, and he's like hallucinating. Maybe she's real, but like they're not aware of her. She's like a ghost of Harrenhal. But at one point, when the Tully guy died, the grandfather,
Yeah.
they said that they sent her, like Lady Rivers.
Okay.
But I don't know if they. But again, like, bro, I think she probably. I think they implied that she killed him, the grandfather. It's like because the son, the grandson said in the previous episode, she's like, he has no strength. He can't even talk. He's just hanging on.
Hmm.
Um, and Damon needs him to die so that the grandson can get the title,
Yeah.
and then boom, I get my army.
Right.
Um, so they said, "Oh, he was really sick," and we sent Lady Rivers to go like check on him, and then he died. And they're just like, "Oh, who? Like, what do you know?" And I'm like, "Bro, she probably put something like in his drink or like smothered him with the pillow."
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, but they said yeah, 'cause for a while I was like, "Bro, no one else can see her," and then they're like, "No, she works here," but
Okay.
I don't know if they're hip to her ways.
Yeah.
Was that a goat creature humanoid thing in Damon's vision? That kind of creeped me out a little bit.
Yeah. It looked
It,
like it, huh?
it looked like demonio status, like it had like two legs and two arms, but it had the horns, and I was like, I was like, I was like, wait, what is that?
Yeah.
That would freak me out. I was like, okay, calm down. So, but yeah, they hyped up this season, and they did a great job of taking clips of the episodes and making this great trailer for season two that was like
Mhm.
the war is coming, and you were like, yeah, and then you see the clips in context, and you're like, oh, I
Yep.
did see all the bits from the trailer, but it
Yep.
didn't amount to much physically. Like, like I remember seeing the clip in the trailer. There was a scene of Aegon on the dragon in armor,
Mhm.
and I thought, oh crap, Aegon's gonna like he's gonna get in the fight. He's gonna do some damage, and then you see it like, oh, he's drunk. He's not gonna do much.
Yeah.
He's gonna get burnt to a crisp. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I miss season one. I miss bro the even the simple like hand to hand combat scenes, like the tournament where you first meet Kristen Cole and
Mhm.
then Damon is beating up on Gwaine. I'm assuming it's Gwaine that's Hightower's son.
Yeah.
And then the training scenes with the Strong Boys
Hmm.
and Aemon and Aegon
Yeah.
and Harwin Strong, their dynamic, that was great. I was just like, okay, cool. But I just realized I'm like, dude, I don't think we ever saw Damon like throw a single blow, except for when he beheaded the guy. I'm like, he didn't like no battle.
Right.
Or Jace. Like Jace was never on a dragon or in a battle. And it's just like, well, what are we not even won anything?
The scene that was cool was when what's his name? When the yeah, pull up the cats right here. Um Corliss? Yeah, Corliss.
Corliss. Oh, his son,
Yeah, and he
bro.
goes to like,
Went off on him.
I'm just here to help, and he like, and I'm like, yeah, yeah,
Bro.
let
Oh,
him
oh
have it,
wait, hold up.
let him have it.
Dang. Not to get too like that one resonates with you,
Yeah, that was sick. Yeah, that was cool.
bro. It also reminded me like Will Smith, like when his dad leaves him again in the show. Have you seen? I'm sure you've seen that clip in Fresh Prince.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And it's like he's like, I didn't need him, and it's like, bro, yeah, no, he went off when he was like, bro, I used to sell fish
Mm-hmm.
and watch you walk by with your other sons, your other family,
Yeah.
like, and you didn't want to help me then. Dang,
Yeah, it was cool. The whole like, I'm doing this for duty. Like, don't like, don't get it confused. I'm not like,
you're trying to help me now, like,
yeah, but it's like I'm here not because I want to serve you, but I have no other choice. So
yeah,
let's not get it confused.
yeah,
You're not the good guy. You never have been. You never will be.
yeah,
You're gonna live with this forever. And I was like, yeah.
dude. Did you see the meme where it's like, Corliss is the type of dad that deserts you, but then shows up on draft day, like for the pictures? And you're like, what, dude? Oh. I am the let's see, Ulf, right? That guy stresses me out, bro. Like him being like at dinner, and then even before dinner when he was just sitting in the chair with his feet up, and it's like, dude, you're gonna get yourself killed. Really, like these are fancy people, so it's like you're just walking in, like you think you get. Granted, too, okay, that speech that Rhaenyra gave him at the dinner table, where it's like you have this new power now, blah blah blah, and I was like.
Do
Maybe
they?
you should have given them this talk before you gave them the dragons, or maybe you should have gauged what kind of people they were before you had them attempt to ride dragons. It's like that scene in Jurassic Park where Jeff Goldblum's character is giving him crap for making the dinosaurs, and he was like, "You were so busy with thinking if you could, you didn't stop to think if you should do this." And
Mhm.
it's like, so seeing Ulf like behave in dinner the way he was, I was just like, maybe a little background check before you have them enter the dragon pit to see if they
When
should, like, are they stable? Are they good people?
she's like,
Are
once
they
you're
are they
done,
loyal to you? Like, do they like you?
maybe they're just hungry.
Yeah, like maybe they're think about it. They're just bastards that were left out to die in the
Yeah.
village. And just so yeah, that guy gave me like the I was like, oh, you're like you might be a piece of crap.
When
Definitely a coward. You might run at the first sign of trouble when things ain't
yeah.
going your way. Like just so
Yeah, when she was like, she's like, oh, once you're knights, you need to start acting like them or something like that. And he's like, well, make me one.
yeah.
It's like, bro. Um, what do you think of Alicent pretty much agreeing to have her son, pretty much agreeing to give up a son for a son, and her kind of trying to wash her hands and say, hey, I'm gonna run away. Here, take it.
It was there. I was like, it's too late for that, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, both you guys have kids that are dead or grandchild in Allison's case, but it's like, dude,
Hmm.
now that Aegon's all crispy and you realize you can't control aim, and now you want to come over and like, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Also, her scenes in the second last episode where she was just like vibing in the forest, I was like, we didn't need all that. That
Yeah.
could have been a battle. Like, really? Come on, bro.
She's
So
finding herself.
she's what?
She's finding herself.
Fighting herself.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. And then the
um,
whole also the arc in the free cities,
mhm,
like the mud fight.
mhm.
I was like, we didn't need all that.
Yeah.
That could have been an email. I didn't need to see that.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, yeah, that almost seemed like a very like let's have
That
something
was very like filler-esque. And I'm like,
yeah,
dude,
let's have something goofy here. I'm like, all right.
yeah. So are you okay? Because I think I know where you stand on this, but I think when we were talking about like our favorite characters in Game of Thrones,
Hmm.
you said you like Daenerys.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you a whole like Daenerys was actually the princess that was promised like in the prophecy?
It does seem like that. Yeah.
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 Because there's also the like the Jon Snow twist is not in the books. Like they made that up because the
Yeah.
books aren't finished.
Right.
And so when Game of Thrones was happening, at the end they're like, "Whoa, actually, John's the prince that was promised because he's Aegon. He's a direct descendant,
Right.
but Danny is too." But then, like with the vision that Damon had, they're just like, "No, it's Daenerys. Like she was in the vision." But then some people were like, "Wait, those boots that were walking, those could have been Jon Snow." And I'm like, at this point, it like we know what's gonna happen, so it doesn't matter. I'm still
Yeah.
heartbroken.
I think because we know it's almost like doesn't matter.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if it was like we had only gotten up to like episode season 6 of Game of Thrones while this show is happening,
Yeah.
and they tie it in to help set up the end of Game of Thrones. But it's like it's already done. So
You know what's weird? Because I've watched different prequels before. So like Better Call Saul, that's the prequel to
Breaking
Break.
Bad, yeah,
And I love Better Call Saul. I like Better Call Saul more than I like Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Hmm.
Um, and watching this, if you can't land the plane in the like in the original, the
Right, right,
sequel gets totally jacked up because we know how it ends.
yeah,
So as I was watching, I'm like, man, like House of Dragon can end in the most awesome way possible, and this could be like the greatest, like, oh my God, what an ending. Oh, but it's gonna be like, yeah, but we don't know how it really ends. So it kind of, and it's gonna automatically drop it, drop some,
Yeah, it's gonna leave you like in a downer kind of mood because you're just like, you
yeah.
know,
And that's the part that's like weird because it's like with Better Call Saul, I saw that. Now, like, man, I know how it ends, and that's awesome. And this is how it starts, and that was awesome too. So it was just
yeah,
they were set up to
yeah,
really win because the first show was like spectacular.
yeah.
So,
It's unfortunate. Even Star Wars, like if you saw like 4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars,
mm,
you're like, oh, like cool
mhm.
story, and then 1, 2, and 3, you're like, oh, I know where it goes. Like so,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good one. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Um, do do you think that TV is getting better or worse?
Mm. I'm assuming this includes like the whole like streaming things and just the way things are now. Like
Yeah,
that.
like TV shows, well, just TV shows as a whole. Like, do you think they're getting better or worse?
Hmm. I don't think I watch enough to like be able to gauge that out. Because the only thing I watch, so I watch like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, that kind of stuff. I watch like whatever Star Wars stuff comes out, but
Yeah,
that's about it. Stranger Things, but that hasn't been a thing for a while, and I think they're gonna finish it. But it's like, yeah. So,
yeah,
um, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like with music, where we're in an era where we're getting so much where it's hard to rise above the noise with like a really good show because there's always constant content being made and just,
yeah.
oh,
That's
you can watch this now and you can watch that now. Like every time I meet someone or I talk to a friend about TV, like they mention something else on some other platform, and I'm like, dang, that's like another thing to catch up to. And I'm like, is it good? And
yeah,
it's rare to find one where you're like, dude, that's a home run. Please watch that.
right.
You know? So yeah, like saturated. Like it's just like it's kind of like there's so much stuff,
Hmm.
and it all being on different sites too is just like that one's probably the biggest like ugh for me. It's like, oh, now you got to get this and you got to get that, and because people get like, oh, you got to get Paramount Plus and then this and that. And it's like so yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can say it's overall gotten better because I keep thinking of like when I was younger and I would watch like just like solid shows on just like regular channels like the
mhm.
CW,
Yeah,
as flawed as they were, but it was a good time and it was available for everybody, you know. And it was and it was like I mean we still do it now, but it was like oh like this day of the week this time you're gonna get your new episode and it's gonna be like a super long season like I'm talking like 20 episodes and now it's just like this 10 episode stuff crap with like it really leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
yeah,
So I'm gonna go ahead and say it hasn't gotten better, in my opinion.
yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's getting um I think it's getting worse
Yeah.
just because it's overcomplicated.
Yeah.
And it's like we just want a good story. Can you give us a good story? And I think
Yeah.
and maybe this is like the MCU that did this where there has to be layers and Easter eggs and everything has to be a thing that pushes to this and this has to be a reference to that and this, like, and maybe because there is like movies after movie after movie or show after show after show, and it's like, oh, this is a prequel, this is a spinoff, and it seems like a lot of shows are putting things in the show that have no relation to the show itself, but it's like, oh yeah, this is going to be for something else that I feel like, well, what if you just give me something that's for this show? Like, and if you're going to have something else, like you can spin it, but maybe it should be relevant to this. And I think so you get so like the show Presumed Innocent, which is a spectacular show. You should watch it. Um, it's a very simple story. It's very easy, very good, but it's a very well told story. It was one of the most popular shows of the year so far, and it's because of the simplicity. And I think it's what we're. I think it's the route that I think many of these shows and these show creators don't understand. Like we just want a good story. So yeah, like if your graphics look great and your like CGI is amazing, cool, man. But is your story good? Because that's what like the problem with the Game of Thrones was. Like they showed us a lot of like great scenes, beautiful scenery. The dragons look majestic. They looked awesome. The story sucked, and therefore we're here on this pod being like, yeah, could have been an email. It was a long trailer because the storyline wasn't all that great. But we raved about season one because season one had all the scenery, had all of that, but the story was better. So I think it's getting worse because the storytelling is getting worse. And it's harder and harder to find a show that's capable of telling a good story.
Yeah, the um the money that people can pour into them really dilutes like the storytelling aspect because then you can focus on, oh, let's get this to look this way, and we spent this much time shooting and blah blah blah. And it's like it almost makes me like it makes some of these older movies or shows really like they age better because the storytelling is so good. So I'm thinking of something like The Godfather, right? The Godfather is like not a whole ton of action, but there's like subtlety and storytelling and great dialogue and scenes that are just crafted to be like just pristine.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And sure, if we show this movie to like a 10-year old now or a 13-year-old, they might be like, man, like
For a 33-year-old who
bro,
doesn't
that blood is
appreciate
so fake, and it's like, bro, but did you listen to
yeah.
what they were saying? Like, are you following along with the story? Do you know what's
Well,
going
forget a
on?
10-year-old. You show it to a 33-year-old who doesn't have a good taste in movies,
Yeah,
i.e. Eliza. Um, then
yeah, that was weak, bro. That was like, I was like, are we serious right now? Like, one of the greatest movies of all time. Like, it was just and I was like, come on, bro. But
yeah. Um, I was I was talking to I was hanging out with Angel and Perla and Stephanie the other day, and we started talking about like our favorite movies, and so we started talking about like movies that you would like Deserted Island movies, and they were picking like Shrek, like Nacho Libre. They were picking those type of movies, and they're like, oh, like, and they were like, oh, these are some of the greatest movies ever, like, or our favorites at least. And I'm like, yeah, but Deserted Island movies, like those sound like guilty pleasure movies. But you're taking those to watch like nonstop, like,
yeah,
and I just thought that was like insane. I thought it was an insane take.
what movies did Angel say?
I don't remember, but I just
Saying they were that bad if you can't remember.
it was just insane. It was I was just like, bro, like I like Wedding Crashers. I enjoy it. It's funny. But I'm not gonna have Wedding Crashers as like a movie that I watch in a deserted island where I only have like 3 or 5 movies to pick from.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
What give me three. Or you want five? Can you give me some right now?
Deserted Island,
Yeah.
uh, Godfather 1 and 2,
Ooh, okay.
Goodfellas, Man on Fire, and and I would take Shawshank Redemption.
Nice, nice.
Those are
Okay.
the five that I'm thinking of top of my head right now. You?
Let's see. Probably Godfather 1 and 2. Those are nice, like home
Yeah,
runs. Just
yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Um, Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
That one, man.
Hmm.
That movie like does things to me, bro. You know. Um, Empire Strikes Back, Episode 5.
Yeah,
Just that one alone. Um, and then American Gangster with Denzel.
that's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean though. Like you,
because there's a difference. Like I enjoy
there are movies that like pull your heartstrings and do things to your soul, no matter how many times you watch the scenes.
right.
Like bro, like I do this with The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker. I
Mhm.
could be doing anything. Like I could be at work. I could be.
Yeah.
If that movie comes on, I am locked in when he's on screen, bro. I am just like,
Uh,
whoa, like this
and
is, you know.
actually, I gotta make changes to mine. I'm taking off because I just remembered. I'm taking off Shawshank Redemption,
Uh-huh.
and I'm taking off Man on Fire, Almost Famous, and The Social Network.
Which one's Almost Famous?
Almost Famous, it's a movie from 2000s. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Almost Famous. That rings a bell.
And it's about this kid who gets hired for Rolling Stone and he follows around a band. And it's an incredible movie. And with I saw it with my stepdad when I was like 10.
Okay.
'Cause we used to go to the this is how old I am. Um or how old both of us are, because we remember these places. The video store. And you'd go rent movies.
Oh, of course. Yes. Oh,
They don't exist anymore. And if they
dude.
do, it's like, what? Um, and we would go every Friday and we'd rent movies. And he rented this movie, Almost Famous. And I saw it and I was like, movie is amazing. And then I started watching it like as I would get older just to see like, okay, was it just like I was 10
Nostalgia or does it hold up?
and it holds up? You should watch it.
Okay.
Watch
Almost
that one.
Famous. All
Almost
right.
Famous. I want to hear.
It sounds like a good plot. Like you said that he follows a band. Like he like
Yeah, 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 yeah. Watch it. Watch it, and then like
yeah.
if you watch it by next Wednesday, we can talk about it.
We'll do a review of a little, you know.
Um, and the Social Network to me does what the Joker
That's
does
a
to
good
me.
one, bro. No, that one too. That one
The
has
movie
scenes like,
is incredible.
bro,
The writing, everything. I love that movie. It's so good.
when
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, 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 no. I was done.
When when Andrew Garfield's character, Eduardo Saverin, when he realizes that he's getting screwed over and he goes over and just throws the computer and gives the whole his whole spiel.
Mhm.
And then JT's character also, bro, I hated JT for years because he was so good in that role. He was such a douche, such a prick. I was like, bro, this guy's so full of himself.
Yeah.
And then later on, I was like, that's how good he was in the role. Like I've
And
been
like,
hating the man because he
and
was
like
so good
David,
in the role.
it's just a movie.
And I was, it's just a movie, and I'm like, bro, like, but yeah, dude, when he's get, and then the is it the deposition scenes, like when they're in the and the lawyers
Yeah.
and uh Zuckerberg's whole spiel when it starts raining outside, and the guy's like, do I have your full attention? And he's like, no.
Oh,
Bro, he stood on business, bro. He's like, no, I'm legally obligated to say no because I'm telling the truth. And no, like as an intellect, as a
yeah.
creative, he's like, I'm up here.
Yeah.
You guys are all down here. He's like, so you get a port, you get like 10%, bro.
When he's like what did he say? He's like, if your clients created Facebook, they created Facebook. Pretty much,
Yeah.
if it was theirs, it would have
He's
existed.
like, if you had invented Facebook, you would have invented Facebook. That's what he said. Yeah. Yeah. I also love the part when he was
Oh
like,
man.
bro, someone that makes a beautiful chair doesn't owe anybody else that's ever made a beautiful chair money.
Yeah,
That's not like, and I'm like, you know,
that was amazing. It's
I'm like,
an amazing.
I'm like that's Facebook math. The math is mathing.
Maybe we should get Mark Zuckerberg to give Canelo 200, 200.
Yeah, on his
Full
team. Get
circle,
him on your team, bro.
full
But
circle.
yeah,
We
bro,
just brought
that yeah, those scenes and yeah, dude, just
yeah,
uh, that's a good one for sure.
we just brought it back full circle, full circle. We did it to John Mulaney. We just full circle. We brought it all the way back.
Oh my gosh.
Um, do you have a final thought?
Final thought. At least for me,
Mhm.
summer is like over or almost over.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm glad. Like I feel like Lady Olena, let the people know that it was me who hated summer. Like I want them to know that I did it, you know. But yeah, summer's over. Kids going back to school. I'm here for it. This heat is not it. We hit like triple digits yesterday again. So I'm like, no, let's bring on fall, bring on football, Thanksgiving. So I'm ready.
Yeah. Um,
What about
my
you?
final thought is, oh man. Um, Before I give my final thought, I wanted to say we were on point with our Brandon Ayuk final thought. Um, which went up. We recorded Saturday. The pod went up yet last night, but we were on point in that conversation. And it looks like he's gonna get traded to the Steelers today. It looks like that's what's gonna happen. And if that's the case, um,
Like I wish you the best.
yeah, man, good luck.
Can I just say too that like those last two pods we did this weekend in
Hmm.
person,
Hmm.
great, so great. Like just and you said it after you're like, bro, in person hits different. Like just
That's
like
yeah, yeah.
it's the gosh, you get it all. Like the the vibes, the inflections when you say something, when I say something, it's just so especially that first one, the one we did in the morning, like we were cooking, bro.
Mhm.
I was like, great.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I think we need to do more of those.
yeah.
Um, but my final thought for today, I started to drink water with like pink Himalayan salt or Celtic salt in the morning
Hmm.
as I wake up to just rehydrate. And I must say, I feel spectacular. So, pro tip: in the morning, put some salt in your water and drink it, and you get rehydrated because you dehydrate at night, and you wake up,
Yeah,
you drink that, and you're gonna feel a lot better.
yeah.
Um, and I think that's the.
Yeah, because the salt helps you like you retain the water. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
did I mention to you the NFL halftime snacks that are available? And I was like, I never thought of that, but that makes sense. Um, Edelman was talking about what they have available in the locker rooms, and he's like, obviously you have like protein bars, like snacks, oranges, but he's like, but he was like, I would eat pickles. We would have pickles available. And I was
Mm,
like, pickles. And they said, oh, well, the salt content in a pickle, like if you eat one of those and you drink your water, it's like you're gonna retain the water when you're in the game. And I was like, that checks out. Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so the salt and the water, like
Oh,
that's
love it. Yeah. Works. Feel great. Feel
key
amazing.
move right there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I will talk to you again next week. I think. Uh, I'll have a real or not real for you.
Oh, okay.
So it should be fun. It'll cover many topics. Um, I have like eight or nine, maybe 10 real or not reals for you. So we'll do
Nice.
that. And then Almost Famous. Everybody watch Almost Famous. Such a great
Almost
movie.
there.
You know, it's yeah, it's a great movie. But yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you then. The Other Podcast was brought to you by Triumph Protective Coatings. You can find Triumph Protective Coatings on Instagram, Triumph_coatings. You can call them or text them 626-436-4702. They'll offer awesome customer service and they do amazing work. So reach out to them for your next project, and if you use promo code ARROWSUP, you get 15% off your next order. So reach out to them, they'll take care of you. Triumph Protective Coatings. That's the pod. Thank you to Angel, thank you to Triumph, thank you to David. Follow us on Instagram at ARROWSUP. Check us out on YouTube, the ARROWSUP YouTube channel. You can listen to this podcast anywhere you get your podcast, so please rate, review, and subscribe. I will talk to you again on Sunday with Harry as we talk about baseball and where we're at in entering the second week of August as things are just starting to heat up. So we'll get into all of that Sunday with Harry. Football's looming. Football's like looming. And so is the other football, the international football. That's looming. That starts next week. So I'll have like a preview pod for that. And the videos will be starting back up as the sports come back up. So excited for that. I'll talk to you Sunday. That was a podcast. Let's go Sox.